Hi, welcome to the Xterra files, and today we're going to change oil on a 2009 Xterra off-road. So this is my vehicle and we're going to change the oil in it. So I was going to show you the things that we need today are going to be we have our 6 quarts of oil, which we need 5.5. We need our oil filter, which I have this brand. We have our oil catcher to catch our oil in. We have a 14mm and a 10mm socket, and then an oil wrench just in case, and our socket. And that's all we should really need. So let's go ahead and see if we can change the oil in our Xterra today. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is you want to open the hood, and you have to find where the oil is going to go in. We're going to take that cap off. So it's right here, and you know it's the oil by the little oil sign that's right on it. It's like we're going to take that off. There we go. That's off. We'll set that aside. Okay, so the first thing you're going to find is you look for the front metal skid plate, and you'll find this little panel right here. See this panel right here? So you're going to take off these 2 bolts first. Okay, we're going to take those off. Okay, so to find the oil pan, this is where we took off the first little plate off of the first skid plate, and then you go back to the second skid plate, and over here we go. So behind this other skid plate is the oil pan. This is where we're going to remove this nut right here, and that's where we're going to drain the oil. So the hardest part for me is figuring out where to set my oil can part so it doesn't spray and miss it. I don't know why, but it just seems to be the hardest thing for me to do. So we're going to try, hopefully, get this right. And I was wrong. Okay, so I let the oil drain all out, and I put the screw back in for the oil just lightly enough, just so it wouldn't keep dripping. And so now we're going to remove the oil filter. Now, if you see, there's this cool little channel thing here. What it's supposed to do is the oil, when you take off the oil filter, it's supposed to run down and then drip down into here. But what I've read is and seen is that what it does is it eventually starts to drip and back around and down here. So it's something you just have to clean up eventually. I'm gonna try to see if we can find you put some sort of a little extra thing in here so it doesn't all come back there, but this time we're not going to do that. But anyway, so I just loosened the oil filter. There's the oil filter right there, and I loosened it a little bit, and so now we're just going to loosen it the rest of the way and take that off. Okay, so we got the oil filter off, And now you're just going to take a little bit of the oil, dip it in the old oil, and you just want to go around the seal. Better to do with 2 hands. Anyway, make sure that that's all sealed. You get a good amount of oil in there. Alright, so now we're going to put that back up in there, and then I'll show you what to do next. Okay, so we got the filter in. I tightened the bolt back up. I put the plate back over the skid plate, and I put in the first 5 quarts, and I checked it and it wasn't hitting the stick yet. So now what we're going to do is we're going to put in at least another half a quart, and see when that hits the right spot. And that's all you need to do is for changing the oil. So that's pretty much it. So one thing I would definitely recommend, like I didn't do, is I would definitely put some kind of cardboard or mat or cloth down, so in case you do miss, the oil doesn't go everywhere and all over the ground and stuff. That's one of the big problems that I had, was just trying to figure out where it was going to kind of shoot out, being I hadn't done it before, and so it of course went flying everywhere. And then taking off the oil filter, it just kind of like sprayed more like everywhere, so it was a mess as well. So anyway, I would probably try to definitely put something down first. One of the things that I didn't do. Anyway, hopefully that shows you at least a general idea of how to change the oil on Xterra, and please leave your comments below and make sure to subscribe. Thanks.